And thanks for tuning in again for Let's Ask Jenna. Woo! Okay, today, sorry, I'm disgusting and sick. I don't know, I got a lot of Facebook messages about a bunch of different things, so I might make a few videos today, a few tomorrow, I really don't know. But today, on the agenda is fat girls, or thick girls, and the difference between the two, because clearly ladies are having some trouble distinguishing between them. Also, if I can gather my tiny little note cards here, winky faces. I'm having a winky face dilemma, but we'll get back to that. Also, am I too blunt? Could you really be too blunt, too honest? I don't see a problem with being honest, but again, we'll make it there. And I've been getting a lot of complaints lately that I'm like really arrogant and that I'm like full of myself, so we're gonna talk about it. My arrogance. And last but not least, why the videos? Sorry. Okay. So first of all, fat girls. Fat girls. Okay. Well, there's a big difference between fat and being thick. If you're on Facebook bragging about your thick waist and your fat ass, chances are you're probably just fat. I know that sounds really bad, I know, but, well, really the difference between being fat and being thick is how thick. Like, how you're thick. Not, like, the thickness of you, but more so the reason that you are that way, I suppose. But, anyway. So, if you're... Being thick isn't having rolls and stuff. Being thick is not sitting down and taking up 2 chairs. Like, that's not thick. Being thick is having meat on you. You are just a meaty person, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm sure you know the difference. I'm sure you know that you're not thick and that you're bragging about your fat ass, but you really just are a fat ass. You should really stop just hitting up Twitter saying that you love your thick waist and your thick hips and all this cute stuff and hit the gym. Because you can be thick. You can, you just have to work it out. You have to be toned. Being thick is being toned. It's being toned but fat, if that makes sense. It just sounds really bad. But it's like if skinny girls went around bragging about their hip bones sticking out. Like, that's not cute either. People are different. People are shaped different. People carry themselves differently. People are just all different. You can be fat, skinny, in between. I'm somewhere in between. I'm not fat, I'm not skinny. I'm not thick, not thin. I'm Jenna. And somebody asked this question, so I answered. Also, just a side note, if you are of a larger frame, you should probably not wear bright pants. It's just not flattering. Just like skinny girls shouldn't wear dark colors because it hides their shape or what little shape they have. It's just not flattering. You have to dress for your body. Doesn't matter if you're fat. Doesn't matter if you're tiny. Doesn't matter if... It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You just have to know how you are and dress for it. So if you're thinking you're thick, dress accordingly. Moving on. My winky face dilemma. I have a question for you today because I'm having a very difficult time distinguishing between sexual winky faces that are like intended to send, you know, that secret message. Yeah, those. Or just playful ones. Like, I send winky faces to people all the time and I'm just like joking. Like, it's like a haha, just kidding type of thing, you know? But, I don't know how to tell them apart. Like, I know, like, the context obviously matters, but, sending 2 very different messages there. And somebody asked me this question, and I don't know how to answer it. I really don't. I'm sorry. my opinion is, if someone, it depends on how you take it. Because if I send you a winky face and you're like, oh, Jenna wants to get it, like, no, I don't. I'm just saying. I'm probably just kidding, just playing around. Like, I send winky faces to my mom. Obviously, like, it doesn't mean that much. But anyway. So it all depends on what you kind of want the winky face to mean. Like, if you're talking to a guy you like, say, or a girl you like, and you're sending her winky faces, and you're, like, trying to flirt with her, and she just doesn't see it, you're stuck in the friend zone. Let's just say, for a minute, you're stuck in the friend zone, and you send her a winky face. She's just gonna be like, haha, oh, like, he's my best friend, like, or you're gonna be like, oh, she's my best friend, like, I don't know. It's weird. So, kind of just what you want the winky face to mean. Subconsciously. But anyway. Am I too blunt or not blunt enough? I just don't know how to sugarcoat things. I really don't. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I just think that if more people didn't try and make things that are bad sound nice, that people would be used to it and they could take an honest comment. Like, if you ask me if you look fat in your jeans and I say yes, you can't get mad. That's not how life works. You don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. And yeah, you're asking for my opinions, and maybe I am being too honest, maybe I'm being too blunt, maybe I'm being inconsiderate, but I'm being straightforward. And if you ask a question, I'm sure you'd rather have a straightforward answer than me beating around the bush trying to make it sound all cute. I don't know. It doesn't matter how it's said. It really doesn't. I could say that those jeans aren't very flattering, or I could say you look like a whale. Which one's gonna make you change faster? You have to move on with life. You have to keep going. You have to get over things really fast. And the truth hurts at first. Yeah, I know that. I've had my fair share of truth telling and truth listening to. I know the truth sucks at first. It does, but lies hurt forever, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I don't think I'm too blunt. I don't think you could ever be too blunt, because if you're blunt, you're just telling it how it is. And that's what I try to do. Because you ask questions, I answer them. Yeah, anyway. Well, kind of related to the subject, my arrogance. I really don't think I'm that arrogant. I'm confident. I have faith in myself. A lot of people these days don't have faith in themselves. They rely on everybody else to do the things that they want in life for them. And I'm not like that. I have my own ideas. I don't feed off of the ideas of others generally. I mean, yeah, like, if it's a good point, I'm always going to agree, but if it's not a good point, I'm not going to pretend or try to understand usually, which, again, I'm stubborn. I understand this. But I'd rather be arrogant than ignorant. I'd rather be full of myself than full of stupid. Plain and simple. A lot of this world is filled with stupid, ignorant, uneducated ideas, which is what I mean by ignorant. I don't mean like you're ignorant, you're stupid. I mean you just don't have the background information to back up your ideas. And I generally do. So I'm not arrogant, I'm just not ignorant. I'm confident in myself, and I know what I'm capable of. So, why the videos? Well, again, I have my own ideas. People like to listen to them because they're not everybody else's. And people ask me questions. I'm good with advice. I'm good at talking to people. I'm a communicator. I have a lot of opinions. I'm a very opinionated person, and people like to talk to me. They like to ask me questions, because people talk to me, I know things, and because I know things, people ask me questions. And because people ask me questions, I have a lot of opinions. It's a very vicious circle of Jenna-related subjects. But that concludes today's episode of Let's Ask Jenna. Any questions? Jenna Shakur, get at me. Or, email, but I'm not going to go through that again. So, hope you watch the next one.